What's up, y'all? Check out nonverbal signs women look for in a man on Vimeo. Hey, you know I had to do something because I'm gonna tell y'all what. A lot of guys think, well, as long as I look good, as long as I got that mouthpiece, man, women be looking for some other stuff in men. They be looking for some stuff that you know what you could have that handsome bone structure, even have that height, but then women looking for some other stuff. Like I'm famous for talking about the importance of shoes. You know, it's funny. I saw a detractor on somebody else's channel talk about that. But it was like, man, women be checking out shoes. I remember I was hanging out with a lady friend one time, just walking along, and I just had something jacked up about my shoes, and she pointed it out. She was like, hey, you know, you gonna fix that with your shoes? I was like, I'm gonna tell you what, with women, when they checking out a man, they literally check out everything. In fact, I remember when I had Miss Mocha Angel, she said that women look at everything, and some guy didn't want to believe that. I said, he don't have any game. He don't have any game. Women look at everything. They looking at stuff, even in the video, stuff I'm probably not even thinking about. But they checking out everything. And in this video, nonverbal signs women look for in men. I'm talking about that. I'm talking about all of that. I'm talking about all, like, well, I ain't gonna say every single thing because, as I said and always say, every woman got something different, but general things women looking for in a man. And that's very important. That's very important. And one of the things I do emphasize later on in the video is stuff men can control. Like, men can't control their bone structure, and without some serious plastic surgery, or men can't control their height, once again, without some serious surgery. But the things I'm talking about is stuff that men can control, and men need to. And a lot of men lose out on women, not because they don't look a certain way, or not because they don't have that smooth mouthpiece, but because they don't have these signs on them that they worth a woman even dealing with. Because remember something. Now, I've talked about this several times. Women decide in a few seconds. And one of the things I emphasize in the video is if you got an attractive woman, especially an attractive woman, she got guys trying to holler at her all day. She can't stop and talk with them. She's going to take one look. In fact, women do be making the decision in one look whether they're going to deal with a man or not deal with a man. That's nonverbal, and they'll do it very quickly. That's why it's important. The things I'm talking about, the most important things that women will look at. Like I said, every woman is going to be different. Like, you get some women, they might be looking for some dusty dude. They might actually be looking for some dusty dude. You know what? You don't want to take that chance. You don't want to be dusty and take that chance in one out of, 10,000 women and stuff. You want to do something that increases your odds. You want to do something that can get the most options for you. And that's the thing I'm talking about in this video. And like I said, it's always on Vimeo. And I do have, I've attached the trailer for it to this video. And the link for it is in the description box to go purchase the video. Like, you know me. And I said last week I would do something on that. But I'm telling you what, that's very important. A lot of guys lose out before they open their mouth. They might swear they have like that thorough mouthpiece and say, well, if I just talk to a woman is making that decision whether she's going to deal with you before you even open that mouth, before you even got near. And indeed, one of the things I emphasize in there is that a man, even if a man is average looking, he can control the nonverbals. That's the beauty of the nonverbals. He can control that. He can control that because even if a man is talking, if you're talking about a man being handsome, he ain't gonna be handsome to every single woman, but they might like his haircut, they might like his clothes, and there's some other stuff in there that they might like that they'll say, oh, okay, let me give him a shot. Some nonverbal stuff. He ain't say a word to him, but women are always checking that out. Now, this is very important. Very, very important. You can't be playing around with this. And that's one of the things I'm seeing with many men out here who are having trouble. Their nonverbal cues, their nonverbal signs ain't really there. And that's one of the things. That's one of the things. I'm telling you what's going to work. I'm telling you what's going to work, what's going to get attention. So, as I said, I attached the trailer for that video in to this video. So you'll see the trailer in a second. But then also the link for the videos are in the description box. The link for nonverbal signs women look for in men are in the description box. So check it out. Check it out. No, I'm going to emphasize one thing before I get off of here. It's something that you can control. You really can't control your height, and there's only so much you can do about the bone structure of your face. Because you got all these people talking about height and their facial features, but there's other stuff you can control. And interestingly enough, this goes beyond even body game. I ain't really even talking about body game in this video. But women are checking these things out. They checking out stuff that you can have some more control over. And that's the key word, control. You can control these signs. All right? So anyway, that's all I have. Check out the video. Thank you for your support as always. Peace and blessings, everybody.
Check out nonverbal signs women look for in a man. This is my latest video. This is my latest on-demand video. Y'all need to really check it out because, yeah, we always talk about women checking out a man's looks and everything. And they do check that out. They do check that out. But see, one thing with women, they check out literally everything about a man. They will check out his nonverbal body language, his nonverbal look. Yeah, he could be very handsome, he could be tall, but then if he's wearing some jacked up clothes, they paying attention to that. Or he's not walking with a good posture, they paying attention to that. They paying attention to a lot of nonverbal keys in a man before they go forward with him. One of the things I'm going to be talking about in this video, the major thing I'm going to be talking about in this video are those nonverbal signs and major nonverbal signs that they pay attention to. This is very important because there are plenty of guys out there, they'll say, well, women say I'm handsome, but they still having trouble. And this ain't even about like their mouthpiece. That's a whole other video right there. This is about what these men do just on a site. Just because men are like a work of art to a woman. They just looking at them. Now, whereas men, we just want to know she got that nice body. Women, they looking at everything. They looking at everything from his hairstyle to his shoes. They looking at everything about him, how his clothes fitting and everything. Before he says, hey, how you doing? They already made a decision. Indeed, that's the only way a woman can make a decision in 3 seconds or less because they checking out everything. Now, I've talked about elements of this before, but I wanted to really put this in a video. It's very important. It's very important that a man really gets this. that a man understands this. That's why a lot of men still have trouble, even though, yeah, they might have like that bone structure, or they might even have that height, and still have some trouble with women. A guy still got to fix up. And the beauty of it is a man has control over all of these things. He has total control over all these things. Even if a man's hitting the gym, he can still have some trouble. He can still have some trouble. But I'm going to be talking about the nonverbal signs a man needs, all right? So check out the video. Check out the video. Take some notes. Look at yourself. See what you're doing and that you're not doing. See on the areas that you can improve on. The areas that you might, it might be working for you. It might actually be working for you. So check out the video, okay? And let's get started.